Cars, start your engines!
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BORA FedEx Amateur Series Season 3 race, or Season 4 race number 12. Here we are at Darlington for the LCQ. I apologize to your kids in the background. I'm recording this way earlier than I usually would. Starting on pole is Josh Wilhelm, who has a win, so he should be in the chase. But he has to be top 35 in points, which he's not. Then you got Paul Wright, Riley Spurley, and there's also Carlos Wood, Kenneth Graves, Caitlin Winters, Al Hunter, Matt Flood, Dakota Owens, Ryan King, Carl Scholes, James Marks, and Alexander Russell rounding out the field. It's going to be a long LCQ, 19 laps. We're not using throwbacks today. We'll be using throwbacks in the Premier Series in a few weeks when they come to Darlington. So, pace cars off, 19 laps from Darlington, top 7 advances. Josh Wilhelm and Paul Wright leading them to the green. Really good start with that 32. The 19's all up in his bumper. You just don't want to get stuck on the outside lane here today. Especially in 3 and 4 where it really narrows out. Yeah, they just going to drop like a rock up there. Looks like no one got the Darlington stripe yet. Impressive. Josh Wilhelm will lead lap number 1. He's already pulled out to a pretty good sized lead over the 19. With a 65 Caitlin Winters using the 8 to turn. Ooh, Kenneth Graves back there got his Darlington stripe already. That's going to be a common theme today. He's committed to that outside lane. It looks like it's working. As Riley Spurley clipped the wall. Carlos Wood reeling in Josh Wilhelm, lap 3 of 19. This LCQ is probably a lot more boring than the actual races because there's only 13 cars out on track. Once we get 42 of these bad boys, they're going to be exciting. Excuse me. Carlos Wood ran a really nice line through 3 and 4. He's got the 65 right behind him. Oh, and Caitlin's going to make the move. That's what I was afraid of. It's going to allow 32 to pull away again. Carlos might be able to get the run off turn 2. If he can keep it out of the wall, he can't. He'll be able to slide down a line in front of Matt Flood, though. Now can Caitlin Winters reel in Joshua Wilhelm. She have 15 to go. Carl Scholes really dropping back. Carlos Wood looking back to the inside of the 65. She might clear him here off turn 2. Ooh, no, really big hit into the wall. Nice little Darlington stripe for that City Financial Ford. She just might drop out of the top 7 here. In the wall again. Battling with the 27. What place is she in? That was a battle for 6. She's now went from 2nd to outside of the transferring positions in a lap. She's going to fall in line behind Kenneth Graves. That's going to be for 10th. Carlos Wood has caught Joshua Wilhelm pretty much. I feel like usually in the LCQ, you don't really need to make a move because there's no advantage from finishing 1st or 7th. There's no added benefits. You're just in the race. But what we just saw with that 65, you get stuck on the outside, one bad move could literally cost you the race. Even this early on. As Matt Flood, ooh, the 27 and the 84, that's a big damage. I wouldn't be surprised the 84 is going to, he's going to pull off into the pitch. Riley Spurley just got demolished. Super hard hit, probably has a tire rub at the very least. 27 probably got some left rear damage, yep. And that Pontiac. That's going to knock Marks out of the top 7. Pretty significant damage on the back of that 27. Oh, he's blocking Kenneth down the backstretch. Kenneth was going to go to the inside. This is for 8th. 27 is not in the show right now. Carlos Wood is there. Paul Wright, Dakota Owens running out your top 4. Alexander Russell 5th. Matt Flood 6th. And how about Al Hunter in 7th? The Chip Ganassi racing cars have been really lackluster this season, which is super surprising. Considering in the Premier Series, they're not doing bad. At least Thibaut Claudel isn't. Now this battle for 6 is heating up. Kenneth Graves got past the 27, so did everybody else. Matt Fletcher doing a great job not getting into the marbles. If you can not get in the marbles and slide up the track, you can really get a nice launch off turn 4. And it looks like Carlos Wood did go to the lead as Joshua Wilhelm's going to drop back to 5th. The 24 has found something on the outside lane that no one else has. Oh, until he hit the wall. Looks like Caitlin Winters got in the wall too. Here comes Kenneth Graves. This is for the final transfer position. I like cautions out there slowing down. Tires are really wearing out soon, so the green flag pit stops are going to be... They're going to be coming. Darlington is huge on tire wear. Yeah, Carlos Wood's best lap was a 26.96. His last lap was a 28.12. So over a second and a half fall off in these 11 laps. You can see he has a good long run car, and who doesn't? Matt Blood's dropping back now, similar to how Caitlin Winters did earlier. When will green flag pit stop start? Riley Spurley back on track. He's 2 laps down. He could still make the show if there's a big wreck right now that takes out multiple cars. But what's the likelihood we see that? Everyone's kind of spread it out a little bit. Spread out. There we go. Dakota Owens up into 3rd, gotten past Alexander Russell. Where's Riley Spurley? He's at? He's off in the front stretch. Meanwhile, so are the leaders. So Riley Spurley could fall 3 laps down here soon. Last lap's a 29.22 compared to 28.39. So I guess Riley didn't take tires on that stop. That or his damage is slowing him down that much. You can put a blanket over the top 5. Al Hunter running 6th. Kenneth Graves in the final transfer spot. Al Hunter's teammate Ryan King in the 41 trying to make a move. Green flag pit stops are beginning. Looks like 3 cars are going to stay out. 4. I don't really know if I agree with that decision. New tires are going to be so much better. This 1 extra lap right here is going to be terrible for him. The 8, 43, and 41. It might work out with the 8 and the 43, but the 41 was so far back. And the 92 probably he just made his bed. Here comes Paul Wright and Alexander Russell. Ryan King, and I imagine Carl Scholes as well. The only Nissan in the field. Now we'll see who came into the pits first. Oh, they're still on pit road. Wow. Dakota Owens is going to be like the first one to finish his stop. I apologize to these damn kids, man. Carlos Wood's going to pull loud. Dakota Owens, the big gain off pit road. Went in 3rd. Not too close to Carlos Wood. Came out about 5 car lengths back. Not even. He's going to get a nice launch off turn 2. Carlos Wood was taking it easy down below the apron. See out of these guys. Alexander Russell's going to get going. Caitlin Winters had a really bad stop. Paul Wright was leading the 2nd lap, guys. Yeah, got a text from old Spike Buck, so I apologize for going quiet right there. Alexander Russell, can he do it? He was 4th when the green flag pit stop started. I said I wasn't sure about this strategy. It looks like it's going to work for him. He's going to come out 2nd. Oh, James Marks having huge problems. Same with Carl Scholes. You can't do this strategy and have that long of a stop. Especially since they were so far back when green flag pit stops began. Alexander Russell. Something might be wrong with that 43. Unless he just went up the hill. I don't know. Cold tires maybe? That was crazy. Carlos Wood has a pretty good sized lead over Dakota Owens. Then Dakota Owens 2nd. Alexander Russell 3rd. Paul Wright 4th. Joshua Wilhelm 5th. This is huge for him to make the race. Al Hunter 6th. And Ryan King 7th. Not bad for those Chip Ganassi racing cars. Kenneth Graves is so far back. Got a couple cars stuck a lap down after a bad pit stop. If there's a caution now, it's over, so I'm pretty confident we know who's going to make the show. Dakota Owens, though, he doesn't have a lot to lose right now. 8th place is 16.5 seconds behind him. So if he can get up there and make the move, that'd be a huge momentum boost for that young driver's season. Feels like they're going so slow. They are going slow. I don't understand. Maybe they just got a little bit damage or something. Darlington wears out your equipment pretty fast. 28.205, 28.294. So Dakota was faster last time by with a lap and a half to go. Can that FedEx Camry get up there and make a move on the Verizon Dodge? These guys are driving so easy. Making the show is huge. There's no need to go out there and wreck when you have that big of a lead. As they are pulling away from Kenneth Graves somehow. Not much. About a quarter of a second over the last 2 laps. They're not really going to catch the 92 unless they push it. So I'm confident Carlos Wood, Dakota Owens, and Alexander Russell will make the show, along with Paul Wright, Joshua Wilhelm, Al Hunter, and Ryan King. Matt Flood's a lap down, so is James Marks, so is Riley Spurley. Then you got Kenneth Graves in 8th. Coming off turn number 4, though, Carlos Wood will win the LCQ. And we'll be right back to look at your official results. Alright, and your official top 7 goes Carlos Wood with the win, and you also have the winning photo up on the top right. Then you got Dakota Owens 2nd, Alexander Russell 3rd, Paul Wright 4th, Joshua Wilhelm 5th, Al Hunter 6th, and Ryan King rounding out your final transferring position. Those who we will see next week: Kenneth Graves, Caitlin Winters, Carl Scholes, Matt Flood, Riley Spurley, and James Marks. We'll be back for the FedEx Amateur Series race at Darlington.
Drivers, start your engines.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BORA FedEx Amateur Series Season 4 race number 12. If you had skipped through the LCQ, we're not doing throwback paint schemes for the Amateur Series, but in the Premier Series race in a couple weeks, we will have throwback schemes. So, 37 laps from Darlington. It's going to be a long but fun race, hopefully. On pole, you got David Cervantes and you got Glenn Dewitt. Then David's teammate Kyle Mests and Keith Stevens. Then you got Daniel Williams and Daniel's teammate and points leader Gustav Odenberg. You got Landon Finway and Richard Sweet, Scott Ford and Damian Stone, Ansel Meadows and Stacy Wilhelm. Who will be the first to get their Darlington stripe? Who will tame the Lady in Black? Coming to the green for 37 laps here in the Amateur Series. David Cervantes, Glenn Dewitt, front row. David with a really solid solid start. Glenn had a nice start too. Looks like he'll drive back. You don't want to get stuck on the outside here, man. It might work on the first lap or so, but I don't know. I don't really like your chances after that, especially if you go up out of the dark stuff. Once you get into the marbles up in the light gray part of the track, ooh, you in for a ride. Kyle Mess started third. He's gonna peek to the inside of his teammate David Cervantes here. They both need these bonus points. Their teammate Damian Stone's running really well in points, third in points, 15 back from the 33, but the 34 and the 31 aren't as fortunate. Damian started this race 9th. He's already worked his way up to 5th. Your points leader, Gustav Odenberg, in 3rd. He's looking to the inside of David Cervantes. Kyle Mest with a pretty decent lead off turn 2. Damian's going to look to the inside of his teammate, Richard Sweet, in the 2. 4 of the top 5 are RCR cars. And they got Kevin Harvin Incorporated in 33, which is kind of like an affiliate of RCR, if you want to call it that. Ooh, Stacy Wilhelm using the 2 to turn there. Joshua Wilhelm, he's got a win, but he's below the top 35 in points. So, you can't make the chase if you're below top 35 in points, even if you have a win. Even if you have 3 wins. No, you have to be top 35. The 32 currently is not. So a solid top 10 here will probably boost him up there. The top 3, you put a blanket over him. Gustav Odenberg somehow did not get past the 34, even though he was below him. So, maybe David can work the outside. Kyle Mess is going to willingly try it. Yeah, as long as you don't go above the dark stuff, you'll be fine. Might get a nice launch. Ooh, he got a pretty decent launch, but the 34, I think the outside lane, as long as you don't go above the groove, it works a lot better in 3 and 4 than it does 1 and 2. The 31 went a little high. He's probably going to clip the wall here. Oh, he didn't, but he got a good run. David Cervantes does take over the top spot. And this brings Stacy Wilhelm and Damian Stone into the equation. The top 5 have broken away. This will probably help the 32 reel him back in with the battle going on. Damian got a nice launch off turn 2. He had a check up, though, so he didn't run over the 31 or 38. This battle for 3rd is heating up. Ooh, Marcus Sacchi on pit road. I don't really know why. There's no caution. This Gustav Odenberg looking to the inside of the 34. Right now, the 21 sees this, and he's screaming no inside that car. Gustav Odenberg, to everyone else, is the last car they want to see lead. That bonus points can be so huge. And I know you're saying it's just a points lead. What's the big deal? The chase starts in a couple weeks and it balances it out. You're right, but if you're the points leader at the end of race 15, you get 10 chase points, which transfers from round to round. Gustav already has a win, so right now he's at 3 chase points. If he wins, he'll be at 13. he'll have 13 points before race 1 of each round. That is huge. And Damian Stone does not want to see that, as he's third in points. Stacy Wilhelm, meanwhile, just wants to get a win to lock her way into the chase, as right now she's trying to get in on points. Ooh, David and Richard just caught the wall there. Glenn Dewitt gonna be up inside the top 5 right here. Ooh, David just destroyed the 31, his own teammate. Yeah, that Darlington stripes and cost him. He'll fall outside the top 10. Jaden Scott gonna move up to 9th. Gustav Odenberg's dropping back. He led a lap, got a bonus point. Now he's gonna fall back to 3rd. Yeah, he's gonna slide in between Damian and Joshua Wilhelm. How about Daniel Gittero inside the top 10? Nice run going for him, and Anselm Meadows on the 9. David Cervantes is going to get back in line in 11th. Oh, there's a caution in there. There is. Yeah, we're right back to see what just happened. Scott Ford running around 18th. Come off turn 2. He's just going to get a nice Darlington stripe. Down into Ryan Winters, up into the wall. And then Dylan Ebrahimian's going to just finish him off. Pretty significant contact into the wall. I don't think it'll be anything that'll make him DNF. He's probably be off pace, though. We'll be back for the restart. And everybody's pitting. Pace car's getting ready to pull off. Marcus Sacchi is 1 lap down. Scott Ford still on the lead lap as he actually gained a couple spots there on pit road. Coming to the green lap, 13 of 37. Stacy Wilhelm is your leader. Then you got Gustav Odenberg, Josh Wilhelm, Glenn Dewitt, and Damian Stone back to 5th. Not a good pit stop for that 21 car. Good pit stop for Gustav Odenberg. He got his way back up to 2nd. Stacy Wilhelm coming out with the lead as she went in with. And that Braun Racing Toyota green flag is out. Marcus Sacchi needs to quickly clear the 38 and hope for caution immediately if he wants back on this lead lap. Oh, and Stacy's going to get hung out on the outside. She might be able to get a nice launch here. As you can see, the rubber is starting to build up higher than it was at the start of the race, so she got lucky there. But it's not what she wants to see, especially on 3 and 4. Gustav Odenberg's going to try putting the 37 back a lap down. Joshua Wilhelm up to 2nd. As that is Stacy's teammate, the 38. Or the 32. You know what I'm saying. Damian Stone restarted 5th. He's going to be up to 3rd here at the line. Marcus Sacchi still a lap down. That Kesey Motorsports Volkswagen. Yeah, that's a Volkswagen. Gustav Odenberg with the lead. He's already got a bonus point. He's trying to lead the most laps. I don't really know who holds that accolade right now. Gustav's getting a nice run off the outside. Damian Stone's going to try helping the 32 clear him. That's huge for literally everyone else in the field. Lap 15 of 37. 3-car battle for the lead. The 21 nearly dumping the 32. Looking at the points right now, Gustav Odenberg has a 12-point lead over Ty Morrow, a 15-point lead over Damian Stone, a 26-point lead over Caitlin Wilhelm, and then Glenn Dewitt in the 22 is 41 points, nearly a full race back. So a pretty tight race for the top 3. As now Gustav's down to 6. Damian Stone looking for the lead. He's yet to lead a lap this race, so right now Gustav has 16 points over him, not including running positions, or current running positions. Just points earned this race. Damian getting to the inside of Joshua Wilhelm. Damian did win last week for his 2nd win of the season. So, without the regular season chase points, those extra 10 points, Damian would be the chase leader come race 16, as he would have 3,006 points, as opposed to everyone else's 3,003 if you have 1 win. Damian trying to get an extra 3 points, or an extra 13 points, as he could take the points lead today if something happens to Gustav Odenberg. And Gustav he's not even in the top 10. Wow. I don't know what place he's going to be in. He was 13th at the line last time by. This time he'll be in 17th. This would give Damian the points lead right now. As Ty Morrow in the 00 is really nowhere to be found. Damian's scooting away. Ty Morrow in the 00, 30th position. Yeah, Damian's going to clear him easily. Gustav Odenberg all the way back in 17th. Not sure what happened. He probably just caught the wall and then got stuck on the very outside. Joshua Wilhelm now dropping back. Not what he needs to see. As you know his situation in terms of the... Ooh, Carlos Wood. That could have been sketchy. You know Josh Wilhelm's situation. He needs to be top 35 in points if he wants to compete for the championship in a few weeks. Keith Stevens Glenn do it. They both just caught the wall. Oh, Glenn caught it pretty hard. Look at that damage on the right side. The winner of this race is going to be the guy who hits the wall the least. Gustav Emerberg back up to 15th. Kyle Mess looking underneath the 7 of Derek Hamill for 6th. I apologize for your people in the background. Ooh, Jaden Scott and Derek Hamill hard hits. Jaden, that was a really hard hit. He was inside the top 5, having the best run of the season by far for him. Still a pretty good run inside the top 10, but looks like he'll fall out of the top 10 here for too long as Derek Hamill is looking underneath him. Carlos Wood, your LCQ winner, running in looks like 12th. No, 11th. Close enough. Make that 10th as Jaden Scott falls out of the top 10. Anselm Meadows and and Daniel Gittero having a good battle. And as I say that, the 9 drops back. Now Daniel Gittero up to 2nd. Stacy Wilhelm back up to 3rd. Anselm Meadows 4th. And Anakin Swanson rounding out your top 5. I apologize for these kids in the background, man. I really, really do. We're having a pretty solid race here, Darlington. I know it's not a wreck fest that some of you love, but a lot of battling going on. Damian Stone wants taking the lead, scooting away. He's trying to lead the most laps. That's the best possible thing he can do. He's trying to win back-to-back races. Carlos Wood inside the top 10. I was looking at the scoreboard like, wait, is he not there? Even though I was completely blind. He's now 9th. Ryan Winters running out your top 10. Derek Hamill 11th. Landon Finway 12th. Glenn Dewitt 13th. Hayden Scott 14th. And Jaden Scott in the 48 back in 15th. Got Madison Towell in the 4. Stanley Winters, Joshua Wilhelm, and Richard Sweet. This is not good for that 32 car. Weiss von Schmidt, your Atlanta winner, not having the best of days. Steve Love, Vincent Marsh, David Cervantes. He led a lot early on. Started on pole. Now he's back there in 25th. Dakota Owens in the 18, finished 2nd in the LCQ. He's back there in 28th. We got Mario Ramos' teammate Gustav Odenberg all the way back in 27th. What happened there? Ty Morrow 2nd in points, right behind him. You got Kalen Winters, who's 5th in points, or 4th in points, back in right there with him as well. They do not want to see that 21 up there leading. They got Kyle Kesey for Kesey Motorsports. His teammate Marcus Satchie's not having the best of days, but Kyle is inside the top 30. Pretty good for that underfunded team. Oh, he's not inside the top 30. He just lost a ton of spots. Wow. Dylan Abrahamian, who got into the 88 early on, he's back in 40th. Meanwhile, the 88th and 41st, could we see retaliation? Marcus Satchie's not only a lap down, but he's in danger of falling a 2nd lap. As Damian Stone continues to lead. Daniel Gittero might be reeling him in. Kyle Mest worked his way up to 3rd now. And Paul Wright still in 5th. Good day for DEI. RCR having a good day as well. 2 of the top 3 is RCR, and 2 of the top 5 is DEI. Then you got the solo Braun racing car in 4th. Keith Stevens, your Talladega winner, he's worked his way up to 6th. We should see one more pit stop for the end of this race. Tires are really blistering right now, really worn out. So you're seeing who has a good long run car and who doesn't. This final pit stop is going to be the determining factor of who wins at Darlington. Damian Stone having a really strong car right now. Will he have a good pit stop? Ooh, Kyle Mess slid into the wall there. Car's loose. I wonder if someone's going to short pit. That'd be huge in terms of advantage, I'd say. If I was a crew chief, that's what I'd recommend. Try pitting earlier than everyone else. You can make it here from here. 10 to go. Yeah, you can make it from right here. Marcus Satchie in real danger, falling another lap. No, he's half a lap ahead. I thought he was coming off turn 2. No one inside the top 5's pitting. I don't understand. I would definitely pit like right now. Well, I don't know about right now, but yeah, I don't know. Good thing I'm not a crew chief. Daniel Gittero staying stationary about 3/10 back, but Kyle Mest is the man to watch. He's reeled in the 15. Looking at the last lap, he was a 28.91 compared to a 28.98 and a 28.99. So about a 10th faster. Marcus Satchie's on pit road. He's already a lap down, so I don't really know. Maybe he's on a different... He has to be because he did pit. So he's on a different strategy than the leaders. Kyle missed. If you're the 31, you want to make the move early. You can't just ride around behind the 15. But this is going to allow the 21 to scoot away. Daniel Gittero into the wall. That's going to make him go from 2nd to 5th at least. Keith Stevens might get a crack at him. Oh, and here comes Damien. Daniel Gittero is going to stay out an extra lap. Alright, I like it. I said just short pit, but you can't, if you're not in contention with the leader. I know Daniel Gittero was, but like Madison Towell wasn't. She wasn't even in the top 10, nor was Carlos Wood actually was. You can't do what the leaders do if you're not up there with them or as fast as them and expect to beat them by doing what they do. You got to do something different. If it doesn't work, oh well, you weren't going to win anyways. Maybe you can gain a couple more positions, a couple more points. So Madison Towell and Carlos Wood are trying to do. They don't have enough fuel to do it, but I wouldn't have been surprised, or I actually would have been cool to see them try lapping the leaders and just hope for caution, but that's a risky strategy because if you run out of gas, it's not going to be good. Who'll be the first one to get out of the pits? Kyle Mess, win in 2nd, is going to come out first and by at least a 5 car length gap. Ooh, Kyle Mess going for his first career win. He should have won at Iowa a couple weeks ago. Hayden Meadows blew a tire under caution the last lap, but in the pits got to the line before Kyle Mess, so Kyle got 2nd off that. Wow, Kyle Mess. It could be the move of the race. The super fast pit crew. 5 to go this time by. I can't get to Kyle. Alright. Oh my gosh, there we go. Forrest Winter stay down and let a lap. That's actually really huge for that 71 car. Steve Mullins about to come out of the pits. They're going to have some lap traffic up here. Kyle Mess doesn't want to get stuck on the outside. There's going to be a lap car between Damien and Kyle. 4 to go this time by. Or 5 to go, actually. I'm dumb. 5 to go. There we go. It's been a while since I've recorded a race, man. I forgot how math works. Steve Mullins has slightly fresher tires than 31. It's not surprising he's about to blow by him. Oh, and Kyle's in the wall. Damien Stone to the inside. 4.5 laps to go. Oh, Daniel Gittero to make another pit stop. No. I wonder if he got caught speeding or... Oh, man, that sucks. But the 4 of Madison Towell, she stayed out an extra lap. She wasn't in the top 10. Here she is in 4th. See, you weren't going to win. You can't do what they do. And she's just going to gain a ton of points off that. 3.5 laps to go here at Darlington. Can Kyle Mess do anything? He had a faster car than Damien Stone at the end of that last run. He's not going to have a long run where he's clearly ahead of the 21 in terms of speed. He's going to have a short run. Can he get up there and do anything? Damien Stone trying to win back-to-back races. I don't know if that's ever been done in the Amateur Series. I know it's been done in Trucks and the Premier Series. But Damien Stone going for his 3rd win of the season. 4th of his career. 2nd in a row. Kyle Mess going for his 1st ever. Oh, Damien's in the wall. Kyle Mess. Damien didn't hit it as hard as Kyle Mess would have liked. Side by side, coming to 2 laps to go. This could help Paul. Oh no, Madge Towell's up to 3rd now, and she's pretty far back. I don't know if it's going to help her. Caitlin Wilhelm on pit road. She's top 5 in points. The 21 got a nice launch off turn 2. Oh, and Damien's going to clear him getting in turn 1. That's not what the 31 wants to see. You're going to have to use your bumper. I know it's your teammate, but this is a battle. This is the ticket into the chase. 31 got a nice run off turn 2. A lap and a half to go here at Darlington. Damien can drive into the corner so much deeper, but 31 gets a nice launch off. Coming to the white flag. 37 laps, and it's going to come down to this right here. Looking at the ticker, Madison gained about a 10.5 there, but it's not going to be enough. I think Kyle Mess might have burnt up his tires trying to attack the 21. Half a lap to go for Damien Stone. Remember, if you finish top 10 in the Amateur Series points at the end of the season, you have a guaranteed ride in the Premier Series. RCR is one of the best teams. These 2 drivers know what's at stake. It's more than just a battle for the championship. Damien Stone will win at Darlington. 2nd win in a row. 3rd of the season. 4th of his career. We know who the odds-on favorite for the championship is now. Damien Stone coming alive at the end of the season. Ooh, man. And Joshua Wilhelm needs to be top 35 at the end of the season. And it looks like he's going to get 21st. Stacy Wilhelm finishing 20th. She had a top 5 car all day. Wow. We'll be back to look at your official results. Alright, you got your winning photo up on the top right. Your official top 10 goes Damian Stone with the win. Kyle Mest second. Madison Tellman outside the top 10 when she tried pit, or when she stayed out the extra lap and come out third. Just a second and a half away from winning the race. Landon Finway fourth. Paul Wright fifth. Keith Stevens sixth. Stanley Winters strong seventh. Weis von Schmidt eighth. Hayden Meadows ninth. And Richard Sweet 10th. I see a couple of drivers who stayed out that extra lap and got a top 10. Weis von Schmidt was nowhere near the top 10 when he stayed out. Excuse me. Notables outside the top 10. Mario Ramos and Dakota Owens, the two JGR cars, they ran awful all day, but they got a strong 11th and 12th. Mario was already just barely in the top 35. This might have been good enough to put Dakota inside the top 35, as I think he's coming off, or he had 2 straight top 10 finishes, and I don't know where he finished last week, but strong 12th place here today. David Cervantes started on pole, led a couple laps. He fell back to like 25th, worked his way back up to 14th. Scott Ford went into the inside wall. He's come home 15th. Excuse me. Stacy Wilhelm and Joshua Wilhelm 20th, 21st. We talked about them already. Daniel Gittero was second, or actually he stayed out the extra lap. Now, while running second, or I think he's running 5th because he hit the wall lap 4. He's going to come home 24th after having an unscheduled pit stop. Carlos Wood 25th. He stayed out an extra lap as well. Jaden Scott had a top 10 run going at 27th. Other notables, Glenn Dewitt top 5 in points, 29th. Ty Morrow second in points, 33rd. Gustav Odenberg, your points leader coming in, he's going to be finishing 37th. And Kayla Wilhelm top 5 in points, DNF due to a gearbox. That was the BORA FedEx Amateur Series Season 4, Race number 12 at Darlington. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was actually a pretty crazy race. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations, Damian Stone. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
He said, boy, can you make fans stand and scream your name? Have you hit him in the ass, never let off the gas till you rode into victory lane? He said, boy, do you know how it feels when you're running 3 wide? 'Cause if you're Daytona bound, let me wonder you're in for a ride.